Good morning, class. Myself, Mr. Rathod, lecturer in mechanical engineering from Vallabhpuri Polytechnic, Navsari. In today's lecture, we will learn about material handling of the subject industrial engineering, subject code 33594. Starting with introduction, material handling is the process of moving goods and materials within a short distance, within a building, factory, facility, or warehouse. So, transporting of materials and goods to an area where it required, known as material handling. Material handling involves short distance movement within an area or building. The process can be done either with automated, semi-automated, or manual machines. What is the function of it? It store, distribute, conserve, and disposal of material. Classification of material handling equipment. Material handling equipment can be classified in three categories. The first one is lifting and lowering equipment, pulling up and down, transporting equipment in horizontal plane, and the third one is lifting, lowering, and transporting and horizontal plane. So it's the combination of lifting and horizontal movement. So what are the examples of lifting and lowering equipment? Elevators, lifts, chain and pulley block, overhead crane, pillar crane, fixed hoist, skip hoist, hand and power winches. What are the examples of transporting equipment and horizontal planes? So these are wheelbarrows, hand cart, tractor and trailer, hand and power trucks, car pullers, pipelines, aerial tramways, and industrial narrow railways. And at last, combination of both forklift truck, crane trucks, keep crane, EOT crane, gantry crane, conveyors, portable elevators, and spiral rollers. Let's have a brief discussion with the images. Material handling equipment. First of all, we have seen the lifting equipment known as elevators or lifts. What is the difference between elevator and lift? The difference between elevator and lift: elevators are closed from all sides, while lift is open from one side. Generally seen in any industrial area or building or any apartment or buildings. Overhead crane, generally seen in industry for pulling of heavy load or downward it. Skip hoist, generally seen in quarry area where big stone particles are to be crushed out in small tiny particles. Chain and pulley block, shown in industry and port site. Pillar crane, generally seen in railway yard for loading and unloading the containers. And hand and power winches. First we have the hand winch, generally manual operation is done for pulling up the load. And the second one is power winches, electric motor is used. Now the machine equipment for transfer material in horizontal plants. Wheelbarrows, seen in industry for transferring materials or disposal or the wastage from one place to another. Wheelbarrow is used. Hand cart for transporting machinery and equipment. Hand and power trucks, generally used in industry for either vertical or horizontally transporting the material. Car pullers, generally seen in back and front side of any truck or car or for pulling the vehicles. Aerial tramway, known as ropeway, seen in hilly area. And the last one is pipelines, generally seen in industries for horizontal movement of material. And last, combination of both lifting and horizontal movement. First one is forklift truck. With this type of truck, we can lift a load and transport it horizontally. Crane truck, we have seen in roadside. Whenever there is a heavy truck accident, this type of crane are useful for lifting it up and transferring it from one place to another. Grip crane, generally seen in construction site. EOT crane, generally seen in industrial area. Gantry crane, on seaside or a shipyard where ship and crews are loaded and unloaded. Conveyors consist of belt for transferring of material either horizontally or vertically. Same way as spiral loader, where there is a heavy load transfer, conveyor is not used. So instead of that, spiral loader are used. And the last one is portable elevators. Generally, on street light repairing side, this type of elevator are used. So what are the principle of material handling equipment? Principle of planning. With proper planning, we can better utilization of material for any manufacturing process. Principle of system analysis. Which type of tool and machinery and material required for different type of process. Principle of material flow. Material handling necessary for material flow. Principle of simplification. With above data, we can simplify the whole process. Principle of gravity. Use of gravity for material handling process when it require or whenever it is easy. Principle of space utilization. With proper material handling, we can better utilize the space of any industries. Principle of obsolescence. Removing unnecessary process of materials. Principle of mechanization. Use of mechanization for material handling. Principle automation. Use of automatic machine for easy transfer of material. Principle of equipment selection. For proper, fast, and efficient process, equipment selection is necessary. Principle of standardization. With all above, we can standardize our project or material. Principle of adaptability. And with all about the principle, we can make the material which are adaptable. Deadweight principle. It's known as loading and unloading of the material. Principle of maintenance. If the proper material handling is carried out, small amount or less maintenance is required. Principle of unit size. With proper material handling, we can produce more amount of product or units. Principle of utilization. We can better utilization of man, machine, and equipment. Principle of performance. With proper materialization, performance of material, machine, man is increased. And principle of safety. With proper handling, the safety of material, machine, and man can be achieved. And the principle of full capacity. And if the performance is done in all above condition, full capacity is achieved. Now the feature of good material handling system. To reduce material handling and labor work. So it is useful for reduce unnecessary material handling and labor work. To make transportation easy, avoid accumulation of material at workplace. So with automated, semi-automated transportation is easy, and it also avoid consumption of time at a workplace. To design material handling system which occupy less space. With proper material handling, we can better utilization space. So it requires less space and provide simplicity of operation and facilities. It also helpful for design and handling systems suited for different materials. In industry, different type of product are produced. So it is helpful for design material handling system for different material to reduce cost and power and maintenance. So proper material handling reduce the cost and maintenance. It is useful for keep the load capacity as per requirement. And it provides a safe passage for a movement which is reliable and safe. Thank you, student. Thanks for listening me carefully.